guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Letitia and this is That's So Letitia. And to all of my new viewers, supporters, subscribers, welcome guys, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoyed the content. And to all of my returning viewers, supporters, subscribers, welcome back guys. As always, it is a pleasure to see you. Without further ado, let's jump right into this video. All right guys, summer is almost here. We need to get ready. We need to get makeup ready. We need to get colorful. We need to be inspired. We need to be bold and all the bright colors and kind of, you know, say adios to the neutrals and, you know, the natural tones for now, at least. And I feel like I'm just talking to myself and you guys are just here listening, because I am so stuck in these neutral tones. I mean, let's be honest, they're super easy, right? It's super easy to do a neutral tone look. It wears great for day, transitions amazing into the evening. It is what it is. But for the warm months, when you want to get all cute and have on your little spaghetti strap long dresses and all of the colors and the vibrantness of the flowers and, you know, all of those things, it's like, okay, how am I going to do my makeup? So I'm trying to shake myself out of my neutral brown go-to safe eye, at least for the summer months. So here goes my attempt. But first I'm going to apply a very appropriate sun protectant product. This is by It Cosmetics. This is Hello Sunshine. It is a invisible hydrating serum sunscreen, broad spectrum SPF 50. This one has vitamin B5 and even hyaluronic acid. I've used this before, and it states it helps to protect from the UV rays, and it also helps to prime your face. Now, with sunscreens, those of us who are melanated, we have to be careful because you don't want that harsh kind of purple undertone that a lot of sunscreens can give you. Not this one. This is amazing. I wear this every day. When I go outside, even if I don't put on makeup for the day, I mean, obviously we're supposed to wear sunscreen regardless if you do your makeup or not. But this one, like, this, guys, is an amazing product. It does not irritate, it does not have a smell, and it doesn't leave your skin oily. It does, however, provide moisture to your face while it's protecting you from the sun. So that is a added benefit that I really enjoy, and it wears beautifully under your makeup. I love that for me. For us. So guys, if you were on the hunt for a SPF that was makeup friendly, that was brown girl friendly, that was melanated girl friendly, definitely invest in the It Cosmetics Hello Sunshine sunscreen. You will not regret it. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of primer. Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'R Mattifying Face Primer. Although honestly, using the sunscreen, it's primer enough, but we know better because the sun is out to get us. And we do not want the sun to mess up our makeup. So although the sunscreen definitely does provide a bit of a prime for your makeup look, we're going to go that one step further and just add the primer to ensure that our makeup stays put. And now, of course, we're going to color correct. First, using Huda Beauty's Faux Filter Color Corrector in shade Papaya. Going to apply this to my under eye area. just to kind of dim down the tiredness up underneath my eyes. And now I'm just going to use Fenty Beauty's Match Stick in Pumpkin as a color corrector for my lower face. And I'm going to apply using a Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush brush in number 56. Speaking of Sephora brushes, did you guys pick up any during the Sephora savings event? I feel like this year we kind of really hyped that sale up. I was on social media and I saw just some comments from some girls that work at Sephora, and they were like, we are so glad that the Sephora savings sale is over this year. Like, thank you guys, y'all really worked us. And I mean, sorry, not sorry. Like, they really had some good things on sale, especially the Sephora collection, where a lot of it was already like marked down drastically. And then you got that additional 30% off. Like, come on. Who would not have been in there stocking up? I know I did several times. Okay, so now that we have applied our color corrector, okay, so now I'm going to apply my foundation, or in this case, my Yummy Skin. Guys, when I tell y'all this oily combination complected girl fell in love, this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Balm Blurring Balm Powder. This did a number on me. 8.5 is my shade. I did originally get 9 and it was lovely, but it was a little bit too rich. So I went back and I got 8.5 and this one perfect. But there honestly is not enough amazing things that I can say about this. It blurs. It wears like skin, but better. And get this, ladies and gents, those of us who are oily, oil wear. Oil wear. I mean, when I tell you I was shocked, I was so shocked. I was so prepared to just be oily. Like have just my whole T-zone looking like I had literally just took and wiped a piece of fried chicken across my face. That did not happen. I don't know what they put in this, but this is out here doing the Lord's work for those of us who have oily complexions and who just cannot afford to walk around with a pressed powder compact all day blotting oil. Oh my goodness, I was so impressed by this. Now, I put it on a few days ago and I went on a road trip. And what I mean by road trip, I was in the vehicle for about 12 hours. I didn't do it on purpose. Well, maybe I did, because when I got to where I was going, I needed to do what I needed to do, and I have to do all of the extra things. So, you know, I didn't want to be out here on the road and stopping and getting gas and just looking a mess. So I just did a little natural look using the blurring balm. And I've done my makeup before, you know, prior to going on road trips. And by the time I got to where I was going, I had to kind of touch it up or blot out oil. There was none. I mean, absolutely none. There was no shining. There was nothing. And I'm like, okay. where's the oil? There was none. And my face didn't look like dehydrated. It looked healthy, it looked radiant, but there was absolutely no oil or no shine. And I'm just like, how did this happen? So this blurring balm for the summer, all of these little festivals and barbecues and graduations and weddings and baby showers and just all of the outdoor things that one is going to get invited to this summer, that will be exactly what I'm wearing on my face. Oh, and let me not forget to mention, I did wear the It Cosmetics sunscreen underneath it, which you would have thought would have somehow kind of shined through since it was a serum. No ma'am, not at all. And for my concealer, I'm going to use a new one. I have never ever used this one before. I literally just took it out of the box. This is one of the items that I purchased during the Sephora savings event. This is by Tower 28, and this is in, what shade is this? It's called the Swipe Serum Concealer in shade 15.0 Samo, S-A-M-O. So we are going to try this out. As I stated in my Sephora haul video, I've seen so many people, like in so many reviews, where it just seemed like people was really enjoying this concealer. So I said, well, let me try. I want to enjoy a new product too from time to time. So this is it. Very thin so far. Interesting. Will this be replacing my Juvia's Place I Am Magic? I doubt it. There's nothing on earth that will replace that concealer. Add to it, play nice with it, yes. Replace it, absolutely not. Okay, so I'm liking the shade so far. So while the concealer is drying down a bit, I'm going to move on to my brows using the Danessa Myricks Groundwork Defining Neutral Space Palette. Shade that I use is the deep dark brown pomade shade of Bark, and I'm going to apply it using a angled eyebrow brush by Morphe. This one is M165. And guys, if you hear any noise in the background, my apologies. It is rather warm and people are already starting their air conditioners. They can tend to get pretty loud. So if you hear noise in the background, it's just one of my neighbor's air conditioners. And now I'm just going to take a concealer brush by the Makeup Shack T29, and I'm going to blend out the concealers. And now I'm going to apply my blush using Patrick Ta's Major Headline Double Take Cream and Powder Blush Duo. This one is in the shade She's Vibrant, which is classified as a bright pinky coral. And I've been on the hunt for quite some time for a coral blush that would show up beautifully on my skin tone. So here's hoping this will be the one. I have not used this one. I have not even swatched it. So I am going to first go in with the Creme using a It Cosmetics blush brush. All right, guys, let's see what happens. It's okay, less is more. We'll build it up. Let's see. Go in a little bit heavier, not seeing much. Oh, there we go. Just kind of blend that out. I will say this one is pretty sheer as opposed to, say the other one, I believe that shade is She's Wanted. That one is a berry toned blush by Patrick Ta, and that one is so vibrant. So this one is too, you just have to kind of go in heavy. And speaking of setting, we're going to now start. I'm going to first use Huda Beauty's Loose Baking Powder in the shade Peach Pie, which is a favorite of mine. Then again, all of Huda Beauty's setting powders are just phenomenal to me, all of the shades. And I'm applying it using a damp beauty blender. And now to try and set my entire face, I'm going to use, this is by Sephora. This is a Microsmooth Multitasking Baked Face Powder in the shade 75 Hazelnut. Says this versatile face powder provides buildable coverage and a natural radiant finish. So the plan was for me to get it the same shade as, say, a bronzer, but now looking at it, it's not really giving bronzer shade. It's not really giving bronzer for me. It's a little bit lighter, but to be safe, because it's a tad bit deeper than my face powder, I'm not going to set my entire face, just kind of still sticking around the outer perimeter as if I were applying my contour or my bronzer. going to use my all over setting powder. This is by Too Faced, Born This Way. I swear every time I open this, I feel like more and more is falling out. We are really coming to the end of the road for me in this compact that I've held on to so faithfully since, honestly, oh my goodness, I don't even want to tell you guys, but I've had this for a while. And they no longer carry it on their website, which is one of the major reasons I will not let this go. And then to bring down just a little bit of the brightness from Peach Pie, I just take a light sweep over that powder as well. And now I'm going to go back into the Patrick Ta blush, and this time I'm going to apply the actual powder shade. This is just to set. Now see that powder, that's where it gets you at, because that powder, vibrant. And for our eye look, I'm first going to apply just a little bit of concealer. Any concealer that you choose, you can apply as a primer. I applied my Juvia's Place I Am Magic. Not a lot, but just enough to catch the product. And the palette I will be working from to achieve my eye look is going to be by Pat McGrath Labs. This is the Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana. And although this was quoted as a limited edition holiday palette, you can still buy this palette on some like aftermarket websites. I literally just looked it up. There are still several sites that are offering this palette if you don't already have it. So the reason that I picked this one, like I said, I wanted to go for vibrant, like summery spring, preferably spring type colors, right? This is the palette that she brought out that actually has those shades. I'm not quite sure why we got this version of Pat in a limited edition holiday palette, Christmas time palette. I'm here for it. I wish she would kind of expand the Mothership palettes a little bit more to include colors such as these because they're fun. But nevertheless, I'm going to use my Morphe M504 and we're going to apply first this brown tannish matte shade very lightly as our transition shade. And now I'm going to take this kind of purplish lilac shade and apply that. I'm going to basically apply this from the crease up towards the brow bone using the same brush, the Morphe M504. And look at how vibrant this color is. Like, come on, Pat. We need more of this in like the regular palettes, not just the limited edition holiday palettes. We know you got it in you, girl. We see it in the limited edition palettes. And now I'm going to take this purple toned here, and I'm going to apply using a brush by the Makeup Shack T64. And I'm going to apply that from the crease down. This entire palette was like everything that we had been asking for. Like less shimmers, more vibrant mattes, and let's move away from everything being pink or gold. And that is exactly what this palette gave. Like I said, if you guys didn't purchase it when it originally came out, there are some aftermarket vendors that still have it. I just looked online before I did my video using it, and there's about 3 that I saw that state they still have it in stock that you can purchase through their website. And I'm going to take this shimmer shade here and apply that to the inner corners or my inner eye tear ducts. And at the lower lash line, black eyeliner. I'm using a dual-sided Eco Tools brush. I'm going to use the smudge side, and I'm going to go back into this purple and apply that on top of where we applied the black liner. Moving on to my lips, of course, I'm going to first apply a dark brown lip liner. This one is by MAC Cosmetics in the Brown Girl Favorite Chestnut. So I'm just going to first apply that. And now to fill in my lips, I'm going to use by Fenty Beauty. This is a Gloss Balm Cream Lip Color in a creamy mauve. I love a mauve lip. And this one is, let's see, Mauve Wives. Alright guys, so here's the final look. Off camera I applied some Lilly lashes in 34th Street, but voila. This is my contribution to the spring summer makeup season. Bright, bold, colorful shades that are not so neutral toned, and if that's your thing, I'm not judging. I probably am going to go back to my brown shades too. They're just very convenient for me, and it just seems like, I don't know, like this past makeup season, that's what we were getting. I mean, look at the Makeup by Mario. We got a warm toned neutral palette, and then we got a cool toned neutral palette. I even noticed that about Too Faced. They brought out 2 small palettes. Both were neutral toned, but one was warm and one was cool. So it's going to take us a minute to kind of break out of that shell, since makeup last season just tend to be very neutral, everyday, you know, just your kind of browns and earth tone shades. But I'm thinking with the warmer months, we're going to start busting out of those shells. You're going to start seeing more vibrant, bold, dramatic, colorful, bright looks. And if so, I have a palette ready. But guys, that is all I have for you this evening. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. And if you have not already subscribed and you made it this far, what are you waiting on? You might as well subscribe, stick around, and see what is in store. You all, as always, in the description box below will be a complete list of all items used to achieve this look. Guys, be well, stay safe, exercise self-care. It is not a privilege, but a necessity. Check in on your strong friends after you check in with yourself. And until next time, we shall chat again soon.